Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, guys, got a call to attend. Okay, so all right. So SPY, let's look at it. How was your yesterday, guys? I had a beautiful day. Some very good trades. So I enjoyed the process. Uh, Not a hard time having. Still, SPY. It's a similar time. Remember these days here, it was just move sideways, or maybe take this example. Take this example, or take this example that when it's consolidated, just a sideway action, little move up, then come down, then move up. So this is SPY is right now on the same phase, very flat, no movement. So we need to find the stock which are not market dependent, but rather they have their own catalyst. And similarly, if you look at it here, the Nasdaq is also like this now. Okay, so given the market condition, what we have, let's see what we have in the gappers. So let's check what we have in the gap up stocks. So for gapping up, I have certain stocks which are gapping up, which are I can see three stocks right now. BBVY. So BBVY, we know this is a Reddit stock move up sharply from 27 to 42 on the June 2nd, then came down, and now maybe the 30 level, 31 could be an interesting level. If it break out, then we can find some kind of a momentum here. But if you look at it, it's really I don't know whether it's going to break out or no. It's 500,000 shares right now. But this 31 level would be an interesting level right now. So I have already marked those levels, so I'm not going to mark anymore. Just we can mark this as a support around the 29.80, and then the next one is 28.85. Next one is we have an NTLA. So NTLA, you remember day before yesterday it would gapped up but came down. Yesterday was a very strong day from $130 to 150. Wow, beautiful. I think we have missed this action. Let's see how does it. Oh, look at this, man. Look at the strong candle. Only the first 5 minutes. Hard to trade. When the stock move like this crazy in the first 5 minutes, how would you even trade that? So let's see. Uh, 1 minute action. Look at this, man. It's hard to. It's just unbelievable that the first 2 minutes is over a $2-3 move, and so it's was hard to trade. And now, right now, it's again gapping up by 4.7%. So now, when if the stock is moved and is 4.9%, is still is in play. Uh, After market hours, no volume, gapped up, and right now it is over the yesterday high and over the VWAP as well, but under the prior resistance. So we'll mark this 160 as a resistance, 157 as a support, and we'll see that what the stock does, right? We already know this is very volatile, and we do not need to push this on it, okay? Because if it's a volatile, then it's gonna be hard to trade. So size appropriately on this. And guys, feel free to introduce yourself. And if you have any question, say good morning so that we can build a community. We know each other by name. I wanted to build a smaller community where we know each other, we can help each other. So feel free to introduce yourself here. Um, so this is NTLA right now. And the next one, what I have is VTNR. And now, right now, VTNR on the daily, it's really up 34%. Let me just quickly check what share float it has. It does it has any uh, what the share float? Okay, so uh, it's a market cap of 479.6 million, and it is an energy company. So this is interesting that it is an energy company and market cap is 479 million. So it's mean that this is a small cap uh, company which is in energy as well. So I don't know what is a catalyst breakout. Let's look at the 5 minute action. After hours, it moved up, then consolidated in the pre-market until 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock breakout to 1540, and right now it's losing the pre-market support. So we'll see what it does. It may be both side. We can definitely mark that. Let me bring the watch list, delete the yesterday ones, and we can add a little bit from us. So I think these one are still play. So let me keep this and add few lines on the bottom. I think in these one is still the 4% up and down, so we might able to see the gapping down stocks. So first one was the BBBY, then we have a NTLA, and the next one we saw just VTNR. So these are looks very interesting right now. Okay, and let's go just to see that do I have anything else? No, I do not have anything else right now. I see a lot of stocks are active, but not in terms of a percentage change. I see CLOV is moving, OCGN, Sophie is moving. Let's see the Sophie. Sophie could be interesting if it's over $18. So look at it, what happened yesterday. It tried to gap up over 20 and it's just so weak. It's selling off throughout the day. After hours, moved up, then came down in the pre-market, right now moving up. So this is going to be an important milestone for 1950. If the Sophie stay over 1950 and over the 19, then we might see some kind of a push up because it has Sophie has almost 40% 46% short float. So it's mean that this is highly shorted stock and we might have a potential. That's why I put into my everyday list. So I'm gonna put this into the list again. Although it's 2.4% up, but I think it has a potential to move. So I'm gonna keep this in my gapping up list. All right, so let's do Hybrid, High Avenger. Okay, so now let's look at it. We looked at already the gap ups. Now look at the gap down stocks. Okay, so gap down. If we look at the gap down, we see a very interesting stock, which is the space. I was even expecting this kind of a move that it's going to close the gap. Uh, but if you look at it right now, it's all very much very bullish now. It's closing all the gap where the gaps are now. It has a in my mind. There's a two possible scenarios. One is that it's gonna come down and close the gap around 42.50, and then it's gonna sharply move back up. This is the one scenario I will see. The other scenario is that it's just gonna drop, right? And in the afternoon session is going to move back up. So I don't know what is going to happen. Right now, I think it seems like a very weak stock, but I'm not going to be comfortable going short on this stock. It seems to me that this once it's going to close the gap, it's going to move back up. A lot of people are going to buy on this range back again to load the board. This is going to be a dip because if you look at it, it hold this level, gapped up very much throughout the day. It was holding this level. Now it is losing this around 44. Only the $2 gap is remaining, so we'll see what it does. Um, right now is very close to pre-market low, and if we look at the 30-minute chart, you will see here this is exactly at the place where the move has started. Right, this is exactly at the spot. Let me just see here. If you show look at the 30-minute chart, you see this is a day when 7 o'clock this move has started, right? And this is the first, I think this is the first 9:30 candle. This is the 8 o'clock candle. This is 8:30, and okay, so this is where the market opens, right? And it broke that level too, 46. So 46 could be an important support. We need to mark that 46 here, and definitely this is the last support, which is around the 41, 39.92 or 40. But I think so it's not going to break this much. It's just going to hold this level, which is 42. I think it's going to hold this level 42 and going to move back up. So we'll see that. I think this is going to be an interesting on this interesting levels. So I'm going to mark the space here as well. I think I already have the space. Let's look at the XPAV. So if you look at the XPAV daily, uh, they were breaking out. If you look at it, they were breaking out all the way to 45, came down, sharply moved up. Yesterday was a kind of a gap down, but then ended up green. Today, again, it is a gap down by 3%, and now if it's coming down, it's going to lose this $42 support from where this move has started. So this is also going to be an interesting level that whether it hold this bigger move where 17.4 million shares have been traded, whether the buyers can hold this and buy another dip and then make this stock move up again or what. Now, if you look at the 5 minutes intraday pre-market action, you will see came down sharply, mm, formed the support around the 43, moved back up, found the support on 43.66, and now came down again and making a bear flag underneath the pre-market low. So we need to see that what it does in the next few is, but then if it's break this 43 level, then the next level what we have on the 42.52. But this is going to be interesting, so I'm gonna mark this as my gap down stock moving down. The next one I have is ALT. I never traded ALT. ALT is a healthcare company, and if you look at the daily, all-time high is 26. There was support around 11.14, lost the support, came down, touched the 968, and now moving back up. And if we look at the 5 minute action, we'll see here the one big candle, and then after hours, it never lost the after hours level. So it seems to me that it may be an initial reaction, doesn't want to lose the support, so it might be opposite of the trend, might move back up later. So we don't know. We mark these levels, but I don't like it what I see in the pre-market that it's not really weak. It's over the VWAP. It looks strong. It's holding 9.510 mark. Look at this. It holded 9.5, move back up, couple of times tested $10 mark and then now moving back up to 11. So 1140 could be an important resistance to see that whether it can break the 11 or it holds the 11 or is reject the 11. But it's going to be an important level for between 9. So it could be stay sideways too, right? Because stock needs some kind of a direction here. But we have enough stocks to play with. XPEV really looks good. Sophie looks really good. NTLA volatile but looks good. VTNR volatile but looks good. Space looks really beautiful. Uh, on the both directions, I'm more comfortable going long than the short. Let's look at the Bitcoin stocks now. The Riot 3% down. So can anyone go and check that the what is the currently Bitcoin price is? Hi Andre, hi. Can you quickly check that the what is the Bitcoin price right now? Uh, so Riot rejected the 40.35, coming down almost $4. It was moving up and then whole days just lost all the gains. Couldn't sustain that. Right now it is over the 36, which is where the move started, just holding that. I just wanted to know what is the Bitcoin USD price right now. If can someone tell me? Let's look at the 5-minute action. Really consolidating under over the pre-market low. Uh, Still weak, but let's see that if whether the what is the price of the Bitcoin, whether it is under 34,800. Okay. So 34,800. So we need to keep in this eye that whether this dip has been bought back or is just lost the support. So if it's stay below this 34,500 level, then definitely is mean that the Bitcoin is really weak and is wanting to move down. But if it stay over 35 and I feel like it gonna go over Bitcoin, uh, uh, it might be a little bit down and then move back up, but we need to see the price action. So you look at it right now, this looks weak, but it's stalling. It doesn't want to go further down. Do you see here the stalling? Is a decisive action need to be taken either on upside or downside? So it might not gonna give us a correct price action in the morning unless the Bitcoin price significantly drops or well, but I can definitely put into my secondary list to see and also keep an eye on the prices. Oh man, MRI and I don't know. I've listened. I've checking out on the internet. Some people made a lot of money on this. Some people lost a lot of money on this. Uh, in the morning, some people are saying it's really tough to trade, and some people are saying in an afternoon even it's tough to trade. These are the small caps. I usually not do not prefer because hard to really predict for me where to see is only 9.86 million share float, and yesterday only they have a 346 million shares have been traded. So volume was 300. This means that if you divide that uh, by 10 million, you will see that this stock has been at least moved 34 times. The shareholders have been changed. When the volume increase crazily like this, it is hard to, when the volume comes in, people say, oh, it is hard to predict. But you look at it here. This is a 5-minute chart. How many red do you see, right? And then volume drops, and then sudden volume comes in. So people who were trying yesterday, maybe they'll say, oh, they're gonna break out here. They lost money. They break out here, lost money. They break out here, lost money. They lost so much money, and suddenly there's a pop coming. So if you able to pick this pop, right? Then you're able to make money. But if you are watching around between 12 to 2 and you were thinking it's going to break out now, look at pretty beautiful consolidation. And then you're consolidating, and it's just dropped, $2 on you. What you going to do? Now see, look at the move up all the way to 19, and then it's just dropped $5. So, it's really, really hard to predict these kind of stocks when to break out, you know. Just like in the morning, if you see here, just look at this morning. This is 9:30, 9:40, 9:45, 9:50, 10 o'clock. Until 10 o'clock is just coming down. And then suddenly move back up. Look at this candle. Just a candle. And if you look at the 1 minute, you're going to find more noise than the 5 minutes. So if you see here, look at this. Oh, you were thinking, oh, this is going to move up. You go long here, and then it's just chop you with, with the significantly. So these stocks have an issue is that you have to try multiple time, and you need to keep try until the day end, and then you will see either you're going to be profitable or you're going to be losing money. So I don't like that, man. I can't stand these kind of stocks. I just saw one more stock in the gapping down just appeared, which is CERE. CERE. 7% down. Look at the daily now. I think this is also like look like a same stock. I mean, it's moved up and now coming down. Okay, anyway, garbage. All right, guys, no problem. I think that's enough. I think we have enough stocks for to watch. And let's check the last one, ZH. Uh, Breaking out, beautiful yesterday from 11 to 13.25. Right now, it is close to the 13, which is the level of the closer yesterday, and it can give us some kind of a momentum. So yeah, definitely you can keep on your on for you. Andre looks good if it's have a continuation move. All right, guys, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live today at 9:25, and if you guys wanna join me, feel free to join me on 9:25, guys. And this is just the same kind of sessions to just to feel you that what you're gonna see if you're gonna trade one-on-one with me. Uh, and yeah, yeah. So it's a YouTube, so you can join me on the YouTube. I link is already posted, so I will see you on the 9:25 then. Have a nice day. Go green, and today is the last day of the month. So if you are positive for the month, you take off today. If you're break even, don't trade today. So at least you have a break even week, month. And if you're losing, then make sure that you do not lose too much. Uh, uh, you just try with the low risk. So then if it's make profit, then you're gonna feel good at the end of your month performance. All right, I'll see you at 9:25 then. Thank you. Bye bye.